rivalries across the fruity plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions, and just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bad bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently against Carson Beck. Big reason why Carson Beck did not turn it over in this game last season. That had been a problem for him early in the year. Auburn's defense has to play big today.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Off-play action on first down. That's caught. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Line getting set on second down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off the play fake. Ryan's just been tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Trying to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Gets it out quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both...
Sends it downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. To the air, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He's got him in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and no one's able to score right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. He's got it on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Frazier.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. He'll keep it himself.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
On target over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And he got it. Redemption, atonement, missed earlier, but when it mattered most, he nailed it. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.